The Economy 2.0 update is finally here, and I tried it on this city to see if it is actually good. In the first part of this video I'm analyzing the problems that the city currently has, then I'm installing the update and we will see what changes. Will the predicted death wave kill our city? We will find out in this video. So, the most apparent issue before the update are frame rate drops, specifically when I move around fast and when I go close to buildings or the street. Surprisingly, this is something that, at least for me, improved a tiny bit. But that's a side note, I will speak on it later. The main issue that this update addresses are the high rent notifications you can find on basically every residential building, specifically the low density ones, for which there is really high amounts of demand. Paradox says that these will be solved through new rent calculations and the new economy system called Economy 2.0. A different issue you will have for sure noticed in your city is that the elementary schools are just really full, while different types of schools are usually kind of empty. Continuing with problems, there are some with ambulances, where all of these houses are complaining that they do need ambulances, even though many and also really big hospitals are really close by and are not really dispatching their vehicles. Finally, before updating, let's take a look at our current financials and other important statistics. A large amount, well, the most amount comes from taxes, specifically residential and all the other taxes. And we are also making a bunch of money from parking fees and apparently education fees. Our taxes are quite normal, balanced out, and these are the current expenses that we have, and this is our production. So we're producing wood and we have a deficit of very many things. To make sure the changes are not affected by anything we build, I'm now simulating for about 2 months before finally updating. Taking a look at the statistics from the simulated months, it reveals money is increasing. We have increasing income from taxes. This is because of the growth of our inhabitants. Currently the population is just growing constantly. We will see how this will be affected. Then the same is about the number of households. This actually now staying the same since we are not building any new households. Health and well-being is constant because nothing is changing. And also the mortality statistic. This is an important one because Paradox says there will be a death wave. So let's update and observe it. Jumping into the updated game, nothing is immediately different. This is to be expected as the game is paused. So let's simulate for some time to see what happens. And here in the background we can still see the high rent icons. Let's hope they disappear. They actually do disappear, but immediately get replaced with hearse icons, meaning that people died here and are now waiting pickup. After a while of this going on, I decided to add a few more hearses, specifically the crematoriums, to my city to speed up the cleaning up process of all of these bodies. I thought this would be the easy step, but as you can see here, my total UI actually disappeared and all the buttons escape and pause also didn't work anymore. Please, Paradox, fix your game. This part is really not okay. I had to restart the game twice, then it suddenly just worked again, and I was finally able to put down some more crematoriums. Surprisingly, the number of inhabitants in my city didn't go down, it actually increased, and so far after 1 month, while our money isn't going up as fast as it used to, it is still going up, so far good job. After even more simulating, finally all the morgue signs also disappeared. So the transition seems complete. Let's take a look at the city and some statistics. We're missing some hospitals and just some people are complaining about not having enough customers, but that's pretty good, and of course we have some traffic jams. But the important part is, let's look at our statistics. So from here we can already see that we gained a lot of inhabitants and we're still gaining them. I don't really understand where, but that's fine with me. We still have demand for everything apart from offices, and we're still making money. We're making less money than we were before, and we have this new cost, tile subsidies, which is 650,000. That as well seems to make sense. We simulated for about 2 months, and in that time we gained a lot of money because we didn't spend any. Important to note is that the income actually reduced. Public transport, pretty much the same. Citizens actually accelerated growing, which is interesting because we had a death wave. And here we can see the death rate, and that is already now back to normal. So this is over, and now our city should be growing even faster. In summary, this update seems to be finally managed quite well, which sadly might be something rare of the last month of Paradox development. But the things to note, you can with no worries open your old saves. They should be fine, at least from what I have experienced in my save. And now I can finally demolish all of these small family homes to build big, expensive high-rises. It would mean a lot to me if you liked and subscribed. Maybe even leave a comment. We'll need something to name the city. And I hope to see you in another video. Bye bye.